Hey, this is Chaplain John. We're going to do a chaplain chat. Elaine's with me. We're really at the Mission Coffee, and it's really an awesome place to
Sure
come and
is.
get coffee and visit people. How Elaine and I met, where did we meet, Elaine?
The 210 Cafe.
And where were we at?
On Center Street.
Yeah.
In the 210.
What was going on there?
The Cup of Jazz Saturday jazz sessions.
Yes, and this been Cup of Jazz been going on for over 20 years,
Right.
and but it's normally every Saturday at the Cafe 210 from
Right.
10 to noon, and it's an awesome. We just love music,
Right.
and so somehow, you were sitting at the and we get there early because you got to get your own seat there. You got to get it right.
And you have to talk because you don't want to talk too much during the music.
I
because
know.
You see people first. Oh, hi, how are you?
Yeah,
So you forget you have to be.
That's exactly right. Because I get there early to engage with, but when the music starts, I just want to listen to the music. And so anyway, Elaine, we got together and we're talking and sharing, and you have some rich history about women's movements,
Right.
and I'm going to stop right now. Tell me, real loud, so they can hear you.
Well, one of the reasons I think my story kind of gets in with this is that I was born and raised in the small town in Woodlake, California, and here I am back in Visalia.
Wow.
And so I've gone out in the world and I've come back and I really I think I really have experienced a lot. Fortunately, I've been blessed.
That's good. Lean in.
Yeah, I've been blessed with lots of adventures. I've been in the advertising marketing world for over 40 years and just have had this wonderful career along with being a copywriter for advertising marketing, but also I was very involved in nonprofit organizations. I like to supplement my freelance business was that because if I wasn't working in a big agency, I really wanted to get out in the community and work with nonprofits. So I was with Los Angeles Advertising Women and National Association Women Business Owners, which is NAWBO for short. I meant Los Angeles Ventura County, but I would say the Los Angeles Advertising Women group is one of the most notable and exciting groups that I was associated with.
Elaine, you were the president, but then past president of what was the name of this group?
Los Angeles Advertising Women.
Oh, women, okay.
Women. LAAW.
And when did that really begin?
It was 1914.
1914, long before we were born. Yeah.
And before women could vote. Because at that time, there was the Advertising Men's Club. And there were women in advertising, mostly retail. Robinson's May, downtown in Los Angeles, the Robinson's May, as I mentioned, and the other stores that they were in retail advertising. They were doing advertising in the store, and they said, wait a minute,
who is they? Do you remember?
The 34 women who started the LA Ad Women.
Wow, okay, 30, whoa. And
This is
before again.
1914. Before they could even vote. And they just said, wait a minute, we're doing something here in retail advertising, but men won't let us into the club. We'll just start our own. So we'll start Los Angeles Women's Advertising.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that has been going on. It's still going on today. And you were the president of that for a while, I guess.
Right.
And then you were the past president.
Mostly in the 90s. Yeah, I started out in the marketing chair, and then did various positions on the board, and then I was president. And so.
You mentioned something earlier. It was kind of interesting talking about this.
Young women today, probably even middle-aged women, younger than us, really sometimes forget about the history
Yeah.
of where women even getting the right to vote, and that's sad because in a way, but how they really work towards this.
Right.
But in You had a 50th anniversary,
in 1996.
1996.
Yes. And part of the LA Ad Women are one of our big fundraisers and status in the community was to have the Lulu Award Show, which honored marketing and advertising professional work in the community, and that was Lulu Awards began in 1946.
Oh,
And,
wow. Okay.
And Art Linkletter was our first.
Oh, this is so cool.
Master of Ceremonies.
By the way, you had one, but we didn't. You actually had like an Academy Award. I mean, it was like an Oscar.
Yes, I wish I had it. It looks like the Oscar.
Okay.
But it's a woman.
Oh, how cool is that?
It's smaller, but it's a gold statue.
How long did they start that?
Yes.
Oh,
That
wow.
was the Lulu.
That was the Lulu.
So in 1946,
As I said, Lulu Awards was established, and now Barbara Stanwyck.
Oh,
was
thank you.
our-
You were wondering
she
the
was
wow,
Barbara Stanwyck
Big Valley
was one
Big
of our-
Valley. I don't know.
famous.
Yeah, she awesome. Yes.
But Art Linkletter was the first Master of Ceremonies. So in 1996,
Art Linkletter and kids say the darndest things.
Yes,
I know,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Go ahead.
Wonderful on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Television legend. So in 1996, when I was in charge of the Lulu Awards co-chair with the president, my friend Lynn Everard, so she and we were planning the 50th. So we said, okay, let's have it at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Let's get Steve Allen, Master of Ceremonies, a legend.
By the way, he was before John Carson.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Oh yes, tonight.
another TV legend.
And he had a great rapport.
Yes.
Anyway, so he's gonna MC.
I called his home. I called where he was, and he knew we had sent a letter and all that, and he answered and said, yes, I'd love to do it. And he said, so I said, great, we'll see you there. And then we got a hold of Art Linkletter. And then I got to thinking I wanted someone we had to, as the person for our Outstanding Communicator Award, we would have one or two.
Oh.
And this was where I was blessed, and I think, who do I want to meet? Who do I want to talk to? But the idea
that I had was at that time Hillary Clinton.
Oh, okay.
She was persuaded.
and she wanted to do something with healthcare, and of course that was really
In your
Very
that was too progressive in those days, and she did. But I admired her for that, but I just wanted to honor her. So we sent the letter and said, can you be, we'd like to honor you as our outstanding communicator. And she couldn't make the trip, so she offered to do the video acceptance.
Oh, wow, that's
And
very
so
cool.
this was perfect. And my
Did she get the trophy? Did you mail it to her?
no, of course. No, there's an outstanding communicator.
Okay. She did get it then. Okay.
Anyway, so and so I did the script I wrote the script so she'd know who it was and all that. And we had a little inside thing. Her assistant said, "Yeah, be sure to tell her how to pronounce last people's names. She's not good with that."
I'm not either. Oh wow. Oh, very good. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of a little inside thing. But they were lovely. I faxed it over to the White House, and and as I showed you, I brought the script here, but just to remind myself of what she said. But she was very honored. She was on video, and I have that. But she wanted to. She was very impressed with the fact that our group, the LA Ad Women, being a volunteer nonprofit or corporation, and the 34 women who began the group in 1914 didn't even have the right to vote, as we mentioned before, but they pressed on with strength and courage, as she quoted. And so this was the other thing. Oh, so we had Susan Sarandon. We honored the Outstanding Humanitarian Award. I guess at that time, I'm not quite. So we honored her with that, and don't quite remember the details, but she congratulated her, and then Chris Pula was president of marketing New Line Cinema. He was head of all the Jim Carrey movies.
Oh yeah, okay,
And so it was just really nice. She thanked Art, she gave props to Art Linkletter, and So it was very nice of her to do that and do the video. And she said, the president and myself wish you all the best and enjoy another 50 years of success.
Is this on, like the Oscars are on TV?
Yeah.
Is this on TV?
No, it was not. It was
Is
videotaped.
it
We
on?
videotaped
Is
it.
it on
You know,
today? No.
I can't. No, I'll have to. I had to. Would have to.
Is
check
this
with them,
a-
but
is this
that's-
kind of a-
I have the video.
Is this
of her
kind of a
speech.
dress-up affair?
Oh yes, it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the. It was like the Oscars
Oh, wow.
for marketing and advertising.
How many come to something?
250,
Well,
250.
because that capacity is really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Well, we would have it in different places. We had this one at the Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills Hotel. We had one Lulu Awards at the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, which was the site of the first Oscar Awards we show, and that was nice. We have honored Betty White.
Oh, I love Betty White. Oh wow. Oh wow.
And let's see, if I could remember the other.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. It was a very exciting time for us to do it. It was a lot of work because we had to, it started 8 months before because we'd send out the direct mail, getting all the entries for direct mail, TV, radio, and all that. And then we would have the awards. It was just like the Oscars.
Elaine, I got to tell you, even having this moment right now, because you bounce around here,
Well, I don't know,
Yeah,
we're all
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of busy and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but to do it here,
such a time as this. Anything you want to, before I close us, but any thoughts, words of wisdom?
As
From
to
you.
but
Who you are.
Well, this is I want to express my thanks to you for wanting to hear my stories because I have just I sit and think. I've had a couple of years now being back here, retirement, and I haven't really sat down and thought about all this. What I've done. So it's kind of fun. I thought, oh yeah, I did that, and and I did this, and I remember I went to a Henry Mancini what do you call it? They were celebrating his work in UCLA in the gym, and somehow this is the thing. I would get invited to things and see it.
yeah.
Anyway, and I remember something that he said. He got up and people, they played his songs, all the beautiful songs,
Yeah.
and he said, "I want to thank you." He said, I don't think I've ever heard all my work in one place like this, because I've really not sat still and looked backwards. He said, I always go forward. I don't even think of the past.
Oh wow.
And I remembered that was a very interesting thing to hear someone say, and in a way I kind of relate to that in a bit, but because I think I've always been with people that have done these things and kind of in the same group, and I just, okay, I've done this, okay, but now I'm honoring my achievements, I think.
Oh, very good.
In my life, and I'm allowing myself to do that.
Well, we're going to wrap this up, and you and I are still going to talk. Because,
Yeah.
And we may even do another one someday
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
too. And if you want to talk with Elaine, I know where she is a lot of Saturdays. She's at Cup of Jazz, and I would encourage you to get there early because just sit at her table.
Oh,
I mean, fascinating person.
I love people. I love to
You
talk
do.
with people.
Well, hey, listen, I want to thank you guys for watching, and
Yes, thank you.
Elaine, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you
Anytime.
next time on Chaplain Chat.